could do a recap, or well, we're still waiting for people, aren't we?
Yeah, we got two. I think so. At least the last time I looked. Yep.
Not. Well, I will be back if someone wants to start a recap.
Um,
I mean, there wasn't a ton of stuff to talk
I would
about.
say I have a very small recap.
I was just going to reread the content that I had initially said at the outset. All right, and
Oh, that's not what I wanted to do, but that works.
right, I did it. All right, T12.
Why is this not?
Hello.
Jesus.
Aloha.
We had him. We see you. Is he having technical difficulties? All right, so
We heard you ask why isn't this?
right, maybe he can't hear us.
Then he changed something, and then that went away.
I think he muted himself.
It should show an icon if he did.
He looks.
I'm gonna keep putting names on things on the map. T6.
Hello. Oh my gosh, your room is so barren.
Yeah, all my stuff's over at the new house.
That's fair.
I suppose I could talk
Oh,
to you
you're
guys if.
replacing. Wait, I suppose I could talk to you guys if and then he disappears.
Yeah. No.
Is anyone receiving through Roll20?
No.
I mean, there's some very light, stable music on.
Let's see. Roll 20. Oh,
There we go.
Okay. Can you hear us now?
I can.
Okay.
Good old fashioned reboot.
Hey, real quick, since they didn't get initiative before, they're going to get initiative this time. I would like it if I could get rolls from CJ and Joe and the two characters that I gave you guys, so that I could add them in.
10. Which is worse than I rolled last time. For both of us.
Give me a moment because I'm still pulling everything up.
Take your time.
I still don't know why I have this party time wizard and you guys don't.
What?
I have on D&D Beyond, I have a little wizard in the top right-hand corner, right below my account name, and he's like this little dancing rainbow flashing wizard, and if I hover over him, he says it's party time. Click to disable. And if I like,
Oh, you have to like. I don't have him. He's not visible on mine. But if I like move my mouse over it, I'll find him.
weird, because like if I like go to my creations and I hover over my characters or in my campaigns, they all flash like rainbow colors.
Hey, it's everybody.
Hi.
Hi. We missed you.
I miss you guys too.
Oh,
Aw.
I wanted to throw this out there for anybody in the area. If you guys wanted to help us to move, it would just be moving furniture. We got a quote from movers today, and literally we just have like a couch and a bed, and then like a twin bed and stuff like that to move. And they wanted like $1,000. So we're like, no, none of that. You don't have to.
Recommend
But-
you move my entire house for $600. All my stuff. Washer, dryer, bed, dresser.
Where was this?
Boxes full of books. I gotta look up their number or whatever, but
Yeah.
I can look it up later if you remind me.
Okay. Because that is insanely expensive to move only furniture too. Like we've moved everything else.
All right, so we have to do recap quick.
Okay,
Well, we woke up this morning, and there were giants.
so I'm just gonna read you guys what started off our previous
Oh
one
man.
in the past. Unless you want to cover it, or somebody wants to say like the different parts of the battle, but I'm in for it.
I mean,
I'm still reading this.
I have a really good pun as to that would go with what happened at the
Oh,
beginning.
God.
Do it.
It's
Go
just-
for it.
So I wake in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath and I get real high and shout, "What's going on?" Because we're being attacked. It wasn't very good. My delivery was terrible, but it applies. Hey, yeah, yeah. I mean, essentially, that's what happened. We got up and we were like, "What the fuck's happening?" So,
We've had like what 2-3 rounds of combat.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure we're at the start of turn 4.
You guys started off in the little box here. I still need. So let's see. You gave me
Oh, yep. I'm
2 new guys.
I'm checking.
Yeah, started off right.
You get it out early.
Yeah.
Well, this is for the other character.
Yeah.
All right. Well, so North got a 10. What I'm looking at the spreadsheet. You got like I'm assuming a 1.
Yep. I got a 1 for a total of 3.
I thought-
3 on
Oh, I see.
Dars' initiative. All right. So I will reorder this initiative stack.
Wait, is his
There we
initiative
go.
mod higher than mine? I didn't realize I was supposed to be rolling his initiative.
Well, just tell me what his mod is, and I'll add it to 10.
He doesn't have a mod, so never mind. Dex is plus 2.
Nars got a 10. Oh, then he'd probably have a plus 1.
11. Yeah.
Okay.
Woo.
He goes slightly earlier. All right. So, piece that I was reading before. All right, so around the high sun, the town is shaken from its peacefulness by the screams of women and children, men alike, followed by the voice of a man running into town, a frenzied look at his face, yelling, "Giants, run!" Perplexed residents and shopkeepers emerge from the domiciles. A rock comes flying out of the sky. As the party comes out of the inn, just enough time to see a large rock fall from the sky and crash an old cart, splintering it. The crashing thud shakes the ground under your feet. Vibrations shake you, running through your bones and body. foot to nose as the earth quivers in response to ground meeting massive stone. As a cloud of dust erupts from the wreckage, a second rock hits the ground, tumbles through a fence, and slams against the wall of a building. Luckily, only startling a pair of mules tethered to a post nearby. All around you, people begin to shriek and scatter. Nearby, a host of orc-like creatures approach, now mostly dead. From behind them come a mounted gang of riding axebeaks, charging into town, attacking the nearest humanoid. One townsfolk dying in the process. In the distance, immense, glowing yet shadowy outlines of two giants approach. The earth underfoot quivers with every one of their steps as they seem to be walking towards the guard's tower at the center of Tribor. In one of their hands, a massive tuning rod engraved with runes. Sparkle Motion, the largest multitude of most massive enemies you have ever encountered, approached the city of Tribor. And then we had combat for a while. For our friends who weren't here last week, viewers and players alike, the players, every player character has a townsperson that they are controlling, and it is in the town. I'm gonna put the two that haven't been present up to this point on the map here in a moment. All I ask is that you try to play them by their role-playing traits on the links that I sent all of you, and not just use them as shields for yourselves. Yeah, so then that'll bring us to around at the top of the almost the top of the order. We went through Taliesin, concentrating on his cloud that was centered over him, followed by Zaratha shouting some orders to people, and we start with Fire Giant numero uno. There were two Fire Giants. Actually, I believe their pictures are still up. Yes, because this map is so big. But Fire Giant number one is the one with the bearded flame. He comes
I think you need
as
to move
he's
us to the map.
approaching.
Yeah.
What? Oh, Jesus. Right. Thanks, guys.
Cool.
So, I'll give that a moment to sit in for.
So, Pubert, we
riding-
started in the X, or in the big rectangle. So if you go there and kind of look around, you'll find yourself eventually.
Ah, okay, thanks.
You're up here by
Um,
me.
I was gonna say Zeta was controlling Pubert last game, so she would probably know where he's at. But yeah, he's identified you.
Aha,
There
here
were
we go.
several of these orcs riding these axebeaks that had come in, though the party has fairly well handled. I would like to zoom in and see what this creature is that I've misplaced up here. Oh, he was the missing aura. All right, he's gone. And followed by on foot several larger than orc-looking creatures. So there's just an orc on the left, and then these other guys look like kind of a bit bigger version of them. Surrounding at the feet of the fire giants are these tiny devil-looking fire dudes who have been igniting fires as they've been approaching. So, for instance, Othiver's harness shop is lit on fire, as is the Talking Troll, the bar that you were all at last night. So tried to add some names onto here to help with some of the concerned characters who have popped out of the map and are now out and about with you all. Yeah, but so our first fire giant in hand, this kind of massive. It would be like a tuning fork or a tuning rod. I actually got a picture for it, but the way he's holding it, kind of like grasping it in one hand as it's pointing out and bring this up here. So this would be pretty apparent to Zeta and the others that he's carrying this. So he will grab my map. He marches straight through over the fence, destroying it, leaving tiny pieces of crumbled fence in his way. Little pieces crushes through the path, using all of his movement to charge forward. He's hurrying. He's moving quick. Next fire giant moves in. Actually comes straight up next to Godwald's spiritual weapon as it charges on through the fence, destroying what's there. I really want pen tool, and I can never remember where I put it. Got it. This is a rut now of broken fences. Place where more the horses can run out. Those horses continue to run, following behind them. Their creepy little demony hosts continue to press in and forward. Going through the gap. And touches the fence. I did it on fire. The rest of them move through. There. Going to try to catch up to their master. Yeah, so sorry, this will take me a second. There's just so many. Alright, and over here. That's 60, and they all move in time. Oh no, come on, stay. Let me select all of you. Yeah, yes, all at once. Move to flank there. That would then bring us to Puber's turn. Puber, I believe you are actually somewhat kind of in between these two giants.
And am I am I engaged with the Axebeak guy right here?
That is dead. The only Axebeak guy that is alive should be this one. If I missed any of their death markers, I apologize.
Oh, so I'm gonna have that like, oh snap, look on his face as the giant there rounds the corner.
Just walking through the fence, not over it or around it. Just, it's not even really like grass up to its knees.
What's he looking at? Is he looking at something in particular, or is he just kind of marching through looking for something to do?
You see him holding that massive, that kind of tuning fork, that rod, and he is just facing this direction with it. So he's looking this way, and it's pointing this way. And that's really what his attention's focused on.
What is? Oh look,
So I gotta bring.
gotta think about it.
That's all right.
Tell you what, I'm
CJ's probably timing your turn, so don't worry.
I'm gonna move to intercept.
All right.
I'm not as moody as last week, okay?
And I'm going to
I know, and that's why I can make the joke. You're going to? I'm sorry.
I'm seeing if there's any other actions I can take. That's a concentration spell. For the time being, I'm going to move to just kind of intercept, make sure that there's no civilians around that might be in this guy's path. So I guess
There are like fleeing civilians, but they have since fleed out of the path of these guys. They're kind of heading towards the guard tower, so nobody in
Oh,
the
okay.
immediate vicinity.
So I'll take the dodge action.
Okay. You hold the dodge, or no, you just take the dodge action.
Well, yep. Just get that bonus armor.
Sweet. Which then is that your turn,
That's my turn.
Azita?
Is this thing dead next to me? Sorry.
Yes. There's
Both
only
Rider
one.
and Beak Axe.
Yep. There's only one axe beak that's up, or one
Okay.
rider and axe beak that's up, and there's this one, and they're mismarked. I was terribly out of it last time.
And you said this wall is like what, 10 feet up?
Yeah, it's a big old fence for keeping in the carts and caravans, kind of separating them from the town. Not 10 feet though. It's horse fence goes up like 6.
Yeah, you said that Durathra could easily probably hop over it. I had her jump over it last time.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it's a fence that's meant to keep in horse. I think like the
An
maximum
extra
could be
5
up to
feet of
5.
movement then.
Yeah, it's extra 5 feet of movement to get over.
So Azita will move, hop over it and then move to right behind that wagon. And kind of just like look at this giant. And even in her rage, feeling super tiny, she can't handle it. So she grabs a javelin and throws it right at the fire giant.
All right.
And
Me
she's going to do that with both of her attacks.
All right. 2 javelins.
$16 on the first one.
Plus your to hit, plus 6 makes 19.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Does 19 hit him or no?
19 hits.
Plus 2 to this roll for a rage melee attack. So that's 7 piercing damage there.
Javelin's a thrown weapon. Does that count as melee attack?
It does. It's a melee weapon.
Mm,
It says with any melee weapons.
we'll let go for now.
The way, like, rage is worded right here with plus 2 melee damage with strength weapons. Oh, I guess that would be. But alright, second attack. We'll figure it out. Nope. Nat 1. Oh wait, that was hand axe, but either way. Oh, hand axe or javelin. I don't think a 7 would hit.
No, 7 very much does not.
Alright. And that'll
Alright.
be my turn. I'll just throw this javelin because, like, Azita doesn't back down when intimidated. She's not going to say anything. She's just going to be, like, screaming at the top of her lungs the entire time.
Fire giant, as you hop the fence and you grab a javelin in both hands, doing this little spinning number to give yourself the momentum. You chuck the first javelin, pass it off to your second hand as you spin again and throw the second one, but it was a little too acrobatic of a maneuver. The first one goes in, hits, finds a place inside the plate armor of this guy. The second one, you just weren't able to aim it correctly, and bink, just bounces right off the metal.
Okay.
Giant seems unfazed at the moment.
Alright, that'll be the end of my turn.
All right, which means it is Godwald's turn.
Okay, let's see over there. That's a lot of dudes. And
Well,
so
he's-
the giant,
oh.
the giant that Godwald can see, are they single-minded, or what do they care about?
That is the one holding the rod and is looking and pointing out towards. I have to zoom out to give a good proper direction on it.
All right. What about? It's not giving me a. What about this one?
It seems to be looking and heading this direction. It is not holding one of these rods. It is instead, along with the other ones, they both have a massive greatsword.
And these things, are they stopping to mess with things, or just following the giant?
They're mid-run. Go bobbing forward, touching things and lighting them on fire.
Let's see. All right, then. Full action. Toll the Dead on this one.
On the big guy? Number one or number...
On the nearest small one to me.
Oh, to the Angmans? This guy? Or you're down here. Okay. Yep. Okay. So I have to make a wisdom saving throw at a plus 11, or plus nothing, sorry. Total of 11.
I beg
which
your
means
pardon.
he has no modifier. It's the wisest fire creature in existence. Unfortunately does get a 17 though, so it saves. Wait, yeah, that's my D20. Okay. It's like, is that my D12? There's no 17 on my D12. So he makes that save.
Let's see, D&D Beyond's not happy, so there's no effect from that. Bonus action, I'll move the weapon here and have it attack the same one.
Okay. Just have to roll to attack. It hits.
And 6 damage.
Alright. Sorry, let me throw the show nameplate on that guy so I can officially name him number 1. It does a lot of damage. The sword kind of sinks in down into it. It kind of still flaming and burning off as that squeals out. It looks very, very injured. So it's 6 damage, right?
Okay, moving over to Gelrin.
Yeah, next in line after Godwald is Garland Bowhammer.
What's this one's status?
I think those are
Dead.
both dead.
Yeah, you guys killed those over there, and 3 of them that are closer to the rest of the party. They should have their markers on. And if I didn't, I'll get it now. Oh yeah, because I'd have to move it up to the lair, down to it, put his little X on. And then move him back down.
Alright, then Gelrin, seeing all of this, would, he's got friends at his side. Then I'll have him move forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And prepare to attack the next one that tries to come down this road.
All right.
And that's it.
All right. And that brings us to Narth Tezrin's turn. Narth's first turn, which means we need to bring him out onto the map. So Narth runs the chair. He is going to come out of the building that he operates with his partner. And then we're going to shrink him down to a square. But that's Narth. Say hi.
Let me find him.
Whoa.
Okay, there he
There
is.
he's tiny. And we can whoop, whoop. There he is. There's Narth.
Yep.
And then we gonna shrink that boy.
Shrinking boys.
And I will give control to Zeta. Narth. With nameplate. Save changes.
So seeing the, if he's when he steps out, he obviously sees this big fire giant, right?
Oh yeah, there's been the commotion, the screaming, the huge rocks falling and shaking the earth a moment ago. It's definitely obvious that there's battle and carnage going on.
So
Buildings on fire on the distance. That fence is on fire.
knowing that the giant is on the path to like his shop, I'm going to have him move 30 feet forward, and then like as he's moving, just scream back and tell his partner, Alstra, I believe it's how it's pronounced, and it's just be
Mhm.
like, stay inside and hide. Don't worry, I'll handle this on my own, and run off. Like, phew.
Okay.
Can somebody
Alright.
put that line there? Because I'm like, this map is so wonky.
You want 30?
Yeah, 30.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I recommend staying a little zoomed in and just right-clicking yourself around.
Yeah. Well, with Azita and them both pretty much on other sides of the map, it was a little hard for the time being.
Yeah. That's where I'm at, anyways. But okay, that's Narth's turn.
Yes,
But-
that's Narth's turn. Oh, wait.
Oh, okay. I'm waiting.
Give me 1 second to see something.
Jerk, you're up next.
No, he's not going to do anything. He's just going... Oh, wait. He could bonus action dash because he has cunning action.
He can action dash.
Well, bonus action to get him 30 more feet, so... Let me zoom back in. This map is so big, it's ridiculous.
We won't have too many more of these massive scale things.
And then that puts him how close? 120 feet, perfect. He'll pull out his hand crossbow
All right.
and take a shot, so that's a d20 plus 4.
For 17.
Okay, does that hit?
A 17 as the tiny bolt goes flying out, it just clanks. It's a clean hit, but just clanks against the armor. It's too strong.
Gotcha. So 17 doesn't do damage. Noted. And that'll be the end of his turn.
Roberta Gaming. Okay, Jerk, you're up. Just kidding.
All right. It's Jerk's turn, not
It's Jerk's turn, then Urgula's turn, then it'll be Novak and Orthoberry.
All right. So with 2-weapon fighting, can I get 2 shots of a bow off?
No, that's like so the fighter. You know, she has a special double attack.
Okay.
You are talking about like having a rapier in one hand, your knife in the other. You don't
Okay.
get your attack bonus with the dagger.
Yeah.
Was
The
you know
the
your
ranged
jam-
weapons have a loading property.
Okay.
And Novak has a skill, a feat that lets her ignore the loading property.
All right. So I'll just take a shot with my bow.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Oh, that's why.
Yeah, 1d20 underscore 4.
I'm sorry, I'm having trouble seeing.
Whoa, what the heck? That was weird. What's going on?
What? Okay, I'm just gonna use the fucking dice roller.
Do it.
Alright, 19.
19 hits.
Alright. So it's 10 plus 4.
And you're shooting at the fire giant.
Yes, I'm shooting at the fire giant closest to me.
Okay.
Alright, so that does 11.
Okay.
And then I'm going to... What am I going to do? Move. Oop. Gonna move about 10 feet back behind my boy. And that'll end my turn.
All right. Which means it's Urgula's turn, who you control. And then it's
Urgula.
Novak, and then Orthiver, who she controls.
Urgula and the doggies are going to meet up with us here. Come on, doggies. Then she's going to take 2 shots with her short bow, like without even saying a goddamn word.
It's quiet and tough, and 3 mastiffs around her.
Well, she's so angry that she can't find the words to say anything. All right. So that's the first shot.
6 does not hit.
Okay.
Shot goes true, but pink right off the armor.
Second shot.
Second shot finds purchase on fire giant skin, exposed skin.
All right, and then she has the perk Giant Slayer, so any weapon attack does an extra 2d6 damage.
Okay, roll it.
So 3d6 plus 1. 9.
9 damage. This arrow or bolt finds its mark.
And then, yeah, the dogs are just gonna look confused for a second, and that's gonna end the turn.
All right.
Oh, actually, is this guy still up here?
Who?
Right here?
That one?
Yeah.
Yep.
I think the dogs would probably go for him.
Urgula gestures towards the orc. 6 the dogs.
Yep. So the dogs go. I lost one. Okay, the dogs go for the orc. And they're all gonna make a bite.
You can roll. Just roll the d20. It's 1, 2, 3, real fast if you want.
Five. What's plus 3 to hit? So that'd be 8. 8 doesn't hit, right?
On the axe, Bink or Rider, no.
How about 16?
Yeah, you're able to hit the axe. One of them's able to hit the axe beak that she's on, and the other one's 10, and that misses. So one of the bites connects,
Perfect.
grabs into a chunk of the hindquarters,
Wait.
Leg grumpy piece.
I had a question real quick. Do they have pack tactics?
No, they don't.
Okay, never mind.
Dumb mastiffs. Alright, so damage on that boy is 6.
Sparkle gems desire
Oh,
for
wait.
a mastiff disappears.
No, I apologize. It was just the orc who is alive there, not the Axebeak. And if it does 6 damage to him. Okay. It's an extremely injured looking orc. It looks like he's on death's door.
That's everything.
Alright. That brings us to Novak. And then Orther.
Cool. So Novak is gonna move forward like 10 feet. Right there.
Right up next to the smashed cart.
Yeah. A little bit of protection. And she's going to attack with her hand crossbow, so she does double attack with that. Which would be a 20, right?
Nice.
So that's the first one.
You just
Nat
crit.
20, yeah, you just crit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you do. So we're doing it. You roll your damage, and then you add max damage plus your modifier. So what that would mean on
That would be a d6 plus 2.
right, 'cause your hand crossbow, your little one, the little baby crossbow.
So that would be a 6.
Plus 6.
6 plus 6, 12 plus 2. You do 14 damage on your first shot at the. This was at the big boy, right?
Mm-hmm. The big guy.
All right. Yeah. All right, plus 14. Nice hit.
And then the second will be a 12.
Like somewhere up in the exposed neck chest part of him. Into the fiery beard somehow. Hit his skin. So 12. Yeah, let's see. Have any modifier on that for your attack? This is your second attack, so it's a plus 5. 17. 17 does not hit. So the next bolt goes pink off the armor.
Well, she, after attacking, moving forward, she's gonna take another step back to hide behind this boulder so at least she's out of sight of the fire.
Okay.
giant.
So like, you know, try and get over there, be out of line of sight. Alright.
So attack and hide.
Attacks twice and hides. Not really hides, because hiding would actually be an action that you could do potentially, but yeah, I get it. You're behind that run. If that's your turn, then you still have Othber's turn.
Mhm.
And he is over here.
And Other will he'll move forward and face so he can cast at this fire giant, one of the two that have destroyed his town. He's gonna cast Witch Bolt.
Cast it. Is it an attack roll?
It is a
Is he a fucking necromancer? Or not a necromancer, a warlock?
I think he's like a mage.
So you cast One of his spells, Witch Bolt, level 1 spell. A beam of crackling blue energy lances out toward a creature within range, forming a sustained arc of lightning between you and the target. You make a ranged spell attack, so for him, you're gonna do your D20 plus 5.
D20 plus 5.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. Is 22,
22 hits. So then he takes a D12 of lightning damage. And the spell, so what was the damage? 11 damage. Nice. This is working out well for you.
well, don't jinx me now, man. Come on.
Alright. Well, so what this means, because you've hit him, there's a sustained bolt of a lightning between him and the fire giant. So it's just like zapping him. It will keep zapping him at the end of the next turn, as long as you don't lose concentration, or I think like break range of the spell. Check the range thing.
So yeah, as long as he stays there.
If he does, yeah.
And doesn't
So if
kill
this
me.
ends, if he does anything else, if he turns to attack someone else, or if it moves outside of that range, or anything he does. And you've used one of your 3 first level spell slots.
Yeah.
Alright. So he'll stay there?
Yeah, because I gotta keep in range. Just imagine like he's cursing his fire giant or something.
Yeah. Alright. That would mean the next player, controlled character, is going to be Dars. I just got some... Oh, shit. Who attacked the prone? Ah, that orc was prone. Those dog attacks had advantage. He has 1 hit point left.
Yes.
Chris, if you roll me 2 of those other attacks that didn't hit with advantage, and you get a D20 above 13, that's a dead guy. Is Jerk with us? Hey, he is.
I'm here.
Hey, buddy.
Uh,
Sorry about that.
Sid rolled 2 attacks
For a dog.
for, a
For the
dog.
2 dogs.
Okay.
On the D20, if either of those are above an 11, that is actually a dead orc. Or no, above a 13, sorry. 13 or higher, that's a dead orc.
Yep.
Alright, so he's actually dead. So we'll... on here, he was prone. That was the set of mistaken things I had done.
And the dogs
Oh,
are
I really
enjoying
can't- I really
an
can't
early
TM.
meal.
I'm intoxicated. I really shouldn't. Alright, it's going a lot smoother now that I'm sober, though, right? Right? Alright, so that means that guy is gone, which means we've got some Orogs to move. Seeing their fallen comrades, they're going to charge in. This one moves in towards Garland Foehammer, but being inside of his range, Garland's got his attack prepared for when it comes up, so he's going to get an attack before the Orog attacks.
Alright. Does a 14 hit?
I'm going to close the Orog tab. Don't need them anymore. 14 does not hit Orog. Alright, so that means he gets his attack on Garon. Which misses, a crit fail. Not expecting the dwarf who's injured in front of him to put up any kind of fight. As much as it didn't connect, it was still fierce enough that he stumbles and
Do I get my second attack?
does Garland do 2 attacks?
Yes.
If you were holding your action due to attacks, then yes.
Does a 17 hit?
No. A 17 manages to bounce off the armor. The 2 strikes, though, still surprising the Auroch, who then manages to be disarmed by Foehammer dropping his axe. Because he
Fair enough.
failed. So we're gonna do... Disarm will be this lit. No, that's a grapple for sure. I like this symbol. But another Warlock 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 moves in to attack Aaron as well, seeing what he hopes to be a easy attack, and he makes 2 great axe attacks at Garland. These are +6 to hit. 11 and 21.
11 does not hit. 21 hits.
The unnaturals. And this is a D12 plus 4. Doing 11 damage to Garland.
Gowron goes to 11 from 22.
Axe hit. Thanks to
That's
me.
a solid hit.
These guys are big and tough. All right. So it's 2. I want to name fast. You can just see their nameplates easily since they've made attacks. All right. That leaves the other 3 who comes dashing around the building. So join in with the female fire giant, trying to get in on the action ahead of them. All right, this now brings us to Dars. So, Hubert, Dars is right over here. You should have control of him, and I think you've got his sheet. You were a Dars, right?
Yep, I am Dars.
Cool.
So Dars, seeing this giant coming straight for his path, is not so much going to flee, but do a tactical reposition. I'm assuming this right here is a fence, right? That's not extended. That's not a
This is
cliff
fence.
edge or something. It's fence.
Nope,
Okay.
that's fence. Yeah. There's a couple cliff edges on the map, but they're like way up high, and I think it's marked like 30 feet up there. But this part of the town's pretty flat. It's a farming and travel town. Flat land, good for tending crops.
I gotcha. Yeah, he's gonna go ahead and make a dash this way, and he'll do a mad dash right there. So he's gonna use a dash action to get the hell out of this thing's path.
Okay.
And that's it. That's it for now.
Which brings us to Taliesin.
Okay, glad that you killed that orc in front of me because now I can just do spells. So what I would like to do is, let's see. See, I can't do like a a rectangle. There's squares, but not rectangles. I wanted to cast Tidal Wave and try to hit as many of these dudes as I can. So it can be 10 feet wide.
Mhm.
Hang on.
I
10
can just-
feet, 10 feet wide, 10 feet tall, and 30 feet long.
Okay. There are walls. I'm gonna do it blue so that stays in your. Is it 30 feet wide?
30 feet long, but 10 feet wide.
It'll be this.
All right. So I'm assuming it would be like, I don't know if I can turn that.
Yeah, grab the little handle on the top of it. That should work.
I don't have that.
Yeah,
We don't
so
have
it's
that.
like-
Oh wait, okay,
Oh,
hang
yeah.
on. Yeah, I do. It's just very small. Okay.
Yep.
Let's see here. If I do it like here, I should be able to hit both these boys and the giant. That makes sense? So they all have to make a dex save.
Alright.
And also, I don't know if they have any sort of like extra damage to water, since they're all fire boys. But firepower.
And let's see, so their dex saves are. That's Magaman. Fails.
Yes.
This is Magaman 2. Come on, come on. So 12 make it?
No.
Alright, and then Fire Giant. I think actually it's -1. So 15.
So he does barely pass.
So he passes. So what happens to the other?
So they
Anything on
so
anything on a failed either?
takes half damage.
Okay.
Half damage and isn't so. And if the magmen are still alive after being hit with this, then they are knocked prone.
All right.
Dang! It would have been sweet if I would have been able to knock the giant prone.
I
Whoosh.
we're near the earthquake for that if it happens.
All right. So between the two of them and I was getting there.
Did they take any extra damage from water?
No, they're just immune to fire.
Okay.
I don't know why I told you that, but it didn't seem to have any extra effects.
Oh. So they take 16 damage. He takes 8.
Okay.
In
Mag 2 and
magical bludgeoning.
3.
Yeah.
Magical bludgeoning. Okay. So Mag 2 and 3 take 16. That's 16. That destroys the both of them. And the fire giant takes 8. Number 2.
Yeah.
Still seems relatively unbothered, but now these two are going to take it as this tidal wave goes through. As this tidal wave goes through and bursts through over the two of them, it kind of just like washes over the leg of the giant. Doesn't seem to be able to disturb its, from moving too much. They both fall and explode into flames. And you see like scorch marks like on the ground and on the giant, but the giant seems unfazed.
Okay, as a as a free action or interaction, can I just yell to everyone else, if you kill the magmen or if you kill the little guys, they explode. Don't get too close to them.
Yeah.
Jerk and I
Don't-
definitely hear you.
Don't kill them with your sword because they will blow up in your face.
Pew Bear probably does not.
That's kind of a little scorch
Azita
mark just
definitely does
in the
not.
areas around.
I mean, I am yelling it, but yeah, you guys are pretty far away from me.
Not terribly far. Let's take a look. Sound travels pretty far. So you're
Yeah.
shooting. Yeah, you can
You
shoot
might-
an arrow 120 feet.
Yeah, you might be able to hear me.
Yeah. If you want to play it, we can throw perception rolls up, see if you heard him yet. But I think under these circumstances, he's shouting. The small fiery ones explode, and enough short, quick sense for it to make sense for everybody.
Between
Oh, okay.
the booming of thunder that I'm causing, I yell this.
Right after the boom, when it's quiet, it goes off. Okay, then if that's your turn, Starothra.
Yes.
Starothra is over here now, over still, and she is witnessing Garland fighting two Orogs on his own.
One of the dudes. What's the symbol that the one guy has on him?
He's dropped his weapon.
Oh, he's disarmed.
He did a crit fail, and so
Oh, okay.
basically it worked out that his Bowhammer's attack disarmed him.
So she is going to go around and flank, and just kind of be like, "Foehammer, why are you running ahead by yourself?" She's more worried about his well-being than or like the well-being of other people in the town. As she pulls out her greatsword and tries to attack the one that has not been disarmed, as it poses more of a threat. So let's go ahead and do that. And she's going to actually do a multi-attack with this, with her greatsword.
Okay. She gets 2.
So, 1, just get those terrible rolls out of the way there. All right, so that's a 12 plus 5, 17.
Unfortunately, the Aurochs armors,
It's pretty big.
they're pretty big, and
Yeah.
they're wearing
That's
plate
fine.
armor.
Yeah.
They're well suited up.
All right. Well,
Bear, I
she
think,
misses.
probably understands plate armor the best here, where that
Yeah.
helps him. Yeah. Okay.
Myself, you're here, aren't you?
All right. So if that's her turn, I have a bunch of people to run, but then next comes Bear and then Azita.
All right.
All right. So.
Yep.
Okay. So Fire Giant number 1, having been attacked several times, having been stuck with multiple arrows and a leeching lightning spell on it. By the way, you should tell me, does that damage happen on the bad guy's turn or on Orthiver's
I
turn?
believe it says on every one of my turn.
Witch Bolt happens during the action of the caster. Each turn.
Okay. Alright, so you guys see the Fire Giant ignore you all. Run in, blast through this section of the fence. Why did I do that on this layer? Just there. And stick. It takes the rod, the piece, and kind of drops it into. And you can see it now looking exactly. And it kind of just smiles and gives out a big laugh. Does anyone understand giant?
Not today, I think.
See if any of your NPCs do.
I don't. Nope. Nope. Why are none of us a Furbolg?
This Magman comes in and
Does Pubert get an attack of opportunity on the giant?
Urgala understands giant.
She does?
Yes.
Oh, damn, I forgot about.
so. I mean, well, let's see. What is his actual? Is that big? Wouldn't have passed within. He would have passed within 10 feet of you. not 5.
I would say who all would have gotten attacks of ops. Because I feel like
just went from
Novak
Fury.
would have.
Is Novak? He probably passed within 5 feet of Novak.
Yeah, it's kind of close, like 10, 5, 10.
Him, not
15.
his hammer sword and thing there. So he might have passed Novak for an attack up, but he's 10 feet from Pubert and 15 feet from Azita. So if you want to roll an attack of opportunity, you're more than welcome to.
Yeah, did you hear me say Urgula speaks giant?
I did, but
Okay.
then I started responding to other things and I missed you.
Okay, that's
So, what Urgula hears, and I was kind of wondering because I think other town NPCs do, but she hears, "Yes, I found it," followed by a gigantic bellowing chuckle. The chuckle you all understand. Laughter's universal.
Mm,
What is this weird sound?
What is he doing?
you only made
Second.
one tidal wave, right?
Yes.
The second fire giant, hearing
What's that
her
sound?
partner, goes on a straight path over towards him. Boom, 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 boom. Make him a little tiny. So small. I'm just right here, busting through yet another section of fence. Oh yeah! And in the meantime, all these horses ran over. They all dashed out the gate. That giant moves through, and then the rest of the magma move. So, six there. Well, that's not much. Oh, no, 25. Each of them causing flames to erupt from the wooden they are next to. And then the rest of the magma move. Okay. 2 of them follow through the hole in the fence. And the other 2 run up to the house, or the Rancer's open road, and ignite flames on the building there. Which brings us to Pubert's turn. Pubert, the giants are enclosing in on to be their objective, a place in the middle of the open campground.
So Pubert's going to be a little bit hurt that he was just kind of walked by. A little disappointed. So he's what I'd like to do is bonus action. I'm going to cast Wrathful Smite on himself. And move
Pubert
him.
casts something on himself. Okay.
Yeah, he's gonna cast Wrathful, angry, perturbed smite, I guess. And he's gonna make a
Skeleton rage.
and he's gonna run up to the giant with a battle cry. You're free to imagine that how you will.
Okay. Thank you.
And yeah, he will take a swing at this giant.
Okay. I'm just gonna mark this right here. This is where he's sort of dropped that rod that he was holding into the ground. It stands probably 8 feet tall.
Oh, okay. So he's
just
not
as a-
carrying his rod anymore?
He's dropped the rod and he's took out his great axe.
Oh, okay. Ooh. That's a little bit scary now.
And said, "Oh, I found it!" at the spot right in front of him that you moved into. But you didn't know I found it. You just heard a big laugh.
Oh, because I really want to try to fear him away from whatever he's doing. So yeah, I'll take
All right.
me a swing.
All right.
Oh ho!
Nice.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that hits. So what are the effects of this wrathful smite?
So
I
it
think- Roll the weapon damage and the spell damage separately.
Okay, well here's the weapon damage. Oh boy!
Bing.
So he does six regular weapon damage, and then I know it does an additional D6. Where did it go? Yep, it deals an extra 1d6 psychic damage. Ignore the +5, so it's a 3.
So 6 regular slashing and 3 psychic. And anything else?
And then it has to make a Wisdom 14 saving throw or be afraid of Pubear.
Whoa. Fire giants, known for how wise they are.
Wisdom ringing across the land.
Right? Alright. Actually, here. Da 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 da.
Ba-ba-ba-bum.
What does it have to be?
14.
13.
That's a
Aha!
fail.
That is a fail.
The spell hits.
Aha! Be afraid of me, giant! For I am.
So, as you kind of go and approach in front of this 18-foot tall, armor-plated creature swinging your tiny human sword, you conjure up the magic to enhance your strike. And you do like manage to like find a spot on the leg where it actually hits and connects, and out of it's the magic that does it, but in its mind it's kind of shocked that such a tiny creature would run up in front of it and, and attack it, and there's a little it's off put. So you're feared. It's feared, right?
Yep, he's feared.
Okay, so he can't move towards you or attack you.
And I think he's got to spend his movement going as far as he can away from Pubear.
I
think. Or am I thinking of
that's something else. That's certain other paladin class features.
That's right, yeah. It's Rebuke Undead is what I'm thinking of.
Alright. Well, so he does. So there's a really good part to it. So a frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls, while the source of its fear is within line of sight. You in front of it, in the spot where it was saying "haha." It also can't willingly move closer to you.
Ah, okay.
Now we've thrown it off its rhythm.
Its game is off.
So like if you
Feeling a
step
little-
back, it will have disadvantage on the attack of opportunity, and it can't step closer.
Oh, I'm gonna keep at it though.
So you just stay there.
I'm gonna just stay there.
All right.
Which I have to anyway, because I've used all but 5 feet of my movement.
All right.
Could you step into him and push him? Because that would make me feel really good.
Is your strength like insane right now? And
It's a 19, so it's +4.
pretty high. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you're
Oh
fire.
yeah, do I get that? I'm sorry, it's been a while. I forgot I've got that like bonus shove thing, don't I?
Oh, did
Bonus
you just
action.
use your?
Oh yeah, I did use my bonus action though.
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay. I thought you meant like, did you use your macro to calculate your attack? But because your strength is so much higher, it's more now. Because yeah, your plus
Oh, yeah.
hit, your plus hit on Talon is +8. So when you rolled, oh no, you got it. Okay, cool.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
just plugged the numbers from the sheet.
Yeah, no, you got it. Yeah. All right,
Yeah.
Sweet. Cool. All right. So is that the end of Pubear's turn?
That has to be. That's my bonus action, and movement.
Okay. So next is Azita, followed by Godwall. So next person, try and think of what you're gonna do on the next turn. But Azita is next.
Azita also not enjoying being like dismissed by something bigger than her. is going to move 25 feet into that spot. And she's going to chuck a potion into her mouth, which gives her enlargement for
Oh no. That's unprecedented.
1 hour.
All right. So what does it increase your size?
Yeah, okay, so it doubles my size and doubles the size of my weapons. So I'm now 14 feet rather than 7 feet.
So Azita becomes a 2x2 creature.
And you do. It's only 4 feet taller than you.
And
It's
so,
a
like,
significant jump.
yeah. So Zito's just going to, like, stand up behind, like, you know, come up behind him and be like, why don't you pick on somebody your own size?
I picture it like really old school Power Rangers where they're just off camera and they go, "Whoa," and
Yeah. Basically what happens.
May I make an out of character suggestion?
Yes.
Somebody should grab that thing he jammed into the ground before it casts a spell or does some kind of surprising event.
I mean, I've already used my action to eat a potion.
Okay.
She quaffed her pot.
Yeah, I don't think I could use my bonus action to do that.
Thank you.
I hear you standing next to you.
All right. So you get behind him. Do you try and like shout at it or anything? It's turn around.
Does it turn? Well, I mean,
Well, I mean, you got an interaction. You can say something.
well, like I said, I already told him, like, why don't you just pick on somebody your own size?
Okay.
You know, intimidate him. And then give me 1 second, because I think something negative may have just happened, because...
Like where you are.
I have not taken damage or done any of that, so my rage ends as well. Shit. Okay. So get rid of
Would
that.
you like to use your other bonus action to rage again?
Yep. Well, no, at the end of my turn. If I
There's
haven't
no point in doing
attacked.
it. No point
Yeah. Yeah, so because my turn's ending, I lost my rage.
in doing it. Okay. But you've got your other modifiers in mind, right?
Yes.
Big spell. Okay. If that is your turn, that would bring us to.
This sucks, but that's okay.
If that is your turn, that would bring us to Godwald, followed by Garland, who he's controlling. So next is Godwald up, and then is Narth.
Okay.
Narth Brooks.
All right. So if that is your turn, Godwald.
Let's see. That's there. That over there. Well, if they're pulling out their trump card, I might as well also do that.
This isn't my trump card. This is just a bonus.
We're fighting fire giants.
And the D&D Beyond
pull
is
out the
crashed.
trump cards.
I wonder if D&D Beyond is having some kind of problem. Because I've had a couple of times.
You know, it's happened to us enough randomly that I feel like they choose to do like Monday nights as a time for system like updates or changes or things, and then we experience it. Because on other nights of the week, I don't really experience this.
I mean, it happened that one time that you were over for my game.
Well, it's true, and that was on a Saturday or a Sunday or something.
I think it was a Sunday.
Yeah, but their Twitter was all blowing up too. Somebody could check that.
Let's see. Bonus action. The sword moves 4. Movement. I move 1, 2, 3. I can get to turn. Turn. And main action. Activate my big spell. And it's Spiritual Dragons again.
Spiritual dragons. Does that like bring something up?
I make
Can't.
and I've put out the 15-foot circle that only the DM and I can see.
Gotcha. Fire giant is within that for sure. I didn't know if I had to bring out little spiritual dragon characters for you. I couldn't remember if we did them shot. Thank you. Does it do an effect to the fire giant?
During my turn, no.
Okay. On the start of its turn?
Yes,
Okay.
and I'll pass. Then over here, Gelrin is. On the one hand,
Wait, where did you just cast that at?
you can't see it. It doesn't affect
Okay.
allies, but it's an
Yeah.
aura that Jared can see.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
You guys can put auras on yourselves, and I can see them. You can see them. The rest of the team can't see them. A lot of times when they're giant things, I'll put those big circles down on so that we all know there's a huge cloud overhead. Just how many? Like 60 feet up or something?
It's 60 feet diameter.
On the one hand, he's looking pretty bad. On the other
Just in
hand,
the sky there. Yeah.
the odds seem pretty good. I'll roll a die. $14. He's going to want to keep fighting.
He does hate orcs and giants.
I'll have Gelrin make a multi-attack on the non-disarmed orc.
All right. Melee attack to Orog. Or 2, sorry.
18.
An 18 just hits. Meets the armor class. His first attack hits.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let's see, and it's not a giant, so... $14 slashing.
All right. 15 slashing damage to Orog 2. As his great hammer or great axe.
Axe.
His great axe comes out and it does quite a bit and hurts him. But the Orog is still standing and just the kind of slash cut bleeding you could tell is Galen's done some damage there.
Second attack is a miss,
Mm-hmm.
and... yeah, he'll stay up there. Got a friend.
All right.
See how it goes. Pass.
All right, so then that brings us to Narth. After Narth will be Jerk. So who's my Narth? Down by the door.
I was
See ya.
muted, but I was Narth. So he's going to once again dash, bonus action dash. Get right up beside Jerk there. Boop. And he's going to fire another crossbow. Bolt. Or is it crossbow? Hand crossbow at that guy.
Okay. Roll to attack. Narth's feeling pretty hot about adventure coming his way and his chance to make a name for himself.
Yeah. He's,
Unfortunately, his crossbow bolt binks off the armor.
and that'll be his turn.
He was all excited.
I know, he's so excited. Like, he's like super hyped about this opportunity to make himself a legend. So he's all like, you know, even on the battlefield, he's carrying himself with this sense of pride. Like, just trying to be an actor almost, like, with every shot. And that's why they're missing.
Nice. Oops. All right.
And I
sorry,
So
distracted myself.
Jerk's turn. And on that note, I'm going to go for my sig break.
All right.
Would these dogs
Sure.
have gotten an opportunity attack?
Once the giant entered in, neither of them are within the 9-foot square where his is. And there's this 5-foot square in between them. They only have 5 feet of range. If something is not next to them, they're not going to get it.
Okay. Alright, well, Jerk's gonna back off a little bit. Yeah, backing off to about here. And then, he's gonna fire his crossbow again. To 20.
To hit the fire giant?
Yep.
That hits.
What is the damage on that? 10 plus 4. Alright, does 11 damage.
Nice.
And then he's just going to just chill.
Okay. I would keep in mind, because I know this battlefield is big, and I've noticed a bunch of people have had like a missed opportunity, especially like with the NPC. Don't forget you can take a dodge action, you know, so you can just be standing there. Your NPC, if they just ran out and use just their movement, you know, hey, they're gonna try and dodge when something comes by them. They're gonna prepare to attack if something comes by them. You know, you can do those kinds of things with them too. So just FYI for the NPCs and stuff.
Okay.
Alright. Then Urgula and the doggos, if your turn's done.
Okay, she's going to call the doggos back because she's afraid for their safety.
Okay, Novak, you're up next.
Then she's going to
Oh.
let 2 arrows fly from her short bow. So that is a +3 to hit. The first one's a 14.
Okay.
Does that
14
hit?
does not hit.
Okay.
Bolts bounce off of the thick plate of the armor. Can't seem to find that right spot in between the plates and the movement.
And then the other one's a 13. So, yeah, she doesn't.
Same thing. Chunk, 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 chunk. Damn.
She doesn't get anything. Alright.
Alright.
Well, then that's it.
Alright, then next is Novak and Orthiber, which means the next player NPC will be Dars after me. So, Novak, Orthiber.
I'm gonna step away for a sec.
Sorry. Novak is going to. So what I'm imagining her doing is she wants to come investigate this thing that they threw on the ground as the fire giant's busy fighting these other 2 people. Their focus is on them instead.
Okay.
So would that just be me running forward, or should it be more like a stealth to like sneak through them?
Well, investigation, like trying to figure out what it is, kind of take a little bit of time. It's not really in the 6 seconds. If you want to like go and try and maybe like identify it through a check, that could be possible.
Alright, so I would still.
But it is essentially sticking out of the ground, kind of in the way that the picture of it on the right is here, because he just basically dropped it and it fell, sunk into the ground, and is standing upright. It's about 8 feet high. You would have seen that at some point during all this.
I'm just trying to figure out what to do with it because I'm short and I'm not that strong. But everybody's distracted.
Would you run?
I mean, I wouldn't run away. Zeta's right there. I'm not leaving my sister behind.
She's also like right behind this fire giant, and who's clearly has no intent of leaving.
Yeah. Bully. I mean, I guess the most Novak can do right now is we're gonna do a double hand crossbow attack again to the fire giant.
Okay.
So
I forget what your mod is, but I'll look real quick.
5.
Plus 5, yeah, so 9 plus 5, 14 does not hit. The crossbow plinks off the giant's armor as it's kind of rearing back from its. What the hell is this little armored dude in front of me?
Little ankle biters right now.
Right.
And the second one
Yep.
would be 17.
Okay. 17 does not hit. It is, sorry, unfortunately, just off in the wrong place. The bullet bounces off more plate armor.
And then Novak's just gonna move back over here behind Azita. A little further away so she doesn't get stepped on.
Alright.
And then Orthiver, very upset that this giant just like ran away from him, didn't even like notice him.
Oh, and did he ever exit 30 feet with him?
Yeah, he did. He left 30 feet.
Oh, just barely. Yep.
So he's very upset now.
Broke the witch bolt range.
So, okay, out of character real quick. I want to cast Firebolt.
Okay.
Excuse me.
It's a cantrip, so it doesn't use any spell slots. It's just not as strong as maybe a fire spell at level 1 might be, but it's still a solid attack that he can do as many times as he wants. I mean, not during his turn, but each turn he can do it.
Yeah, sure, why not? Let's do that. We're going to do that. So it has a range of 120 feet. So even from where he is at now, he can cast Firebolt at the fire giant.
Mm-hmm. He could cast it at most people.
Where'd it go? So that would be... I think, yeah, I can cast it at pretty much like anybody right now.
Yeah, most of the things. Maybe not the stuff on this side of the sea, but if the house weren't there, it'd be within range.
But we're just gonna go after... Well, I was gonna go after the main fire giant still. What's a 2? I think it's a 2 plus 5. Right? 2 plus 2.
Run, horses, run. Oh, you rolled it? I couldn't hear you.
Yeah. Sorry, was I on my
Okay,
list?
so it's 2 plus 5. It does miss.
Yeah. And he's gonna run along the fence so he can see what's going on even though he can't attack.
I'm actually gonna tell you that that attack, even if it did hit, seeing that they are fire giants, he might think in the future that would be the reason why his spell had no effect.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of put that out there.
Fire giants are resistant to fire damage.
They're immune to fire.
They're
Are
already
they
on.
immune?
Yeah.
They're already on fire. From layman's perspective.
Jared said earlier that they're immune to fire.
Well, it's the Megamans, but
I mean,
Well,
if this thing is
Oh,
already
yeah.
on fire,
That's
it
true.
clearly doesn't mind.
when the magma's
Well, I know
exploding.
that, but I was wondering if it would do like any other damage besides just fire damage, just like
Emotional damage.
yeah,
Right.
you know, thick burn, bro.
You'll need
Soldiers
a-
mom or something.
You'll need a vicious mockery for that. That'll do emotional damage.
Yes.
All right, so if that's your turn and Othrish, and that's standing,
Mhm.
I would say note from his point of view, one of his drinking buddies and cohorts in town does look injured and attacked up a bit to the north from him. So just kind of keep that out there. And then comes the Orogs, and the next will be Dars. So Orogs 1 and 2, facing Darathra and them. Orog 1 picks up his axe and gives it a swing at Erlen. Nat 20.
Oof.
Ouch.
Ooh.
He does a d12 plus 4 plus 10. Oh, he does 26 damage to Garland.
I
So
will
does
note
he need
that,
a-
like,
Does
the
that-
hit points on the sheets.
That does not kill outright.
No? 26 damage? I thought he was down at 11.
Kill outright is get you down to negative 100% health.
It's not negative 100% of what you have left. Okay, cool, good.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay, no. But he is down. So that first one goes off. That was him picking up his axe, and the other one turns to Rothra and makes his 2 multi-attacks. The first missing. Her bravery and greatsword distracting him, as well as the second. It takes 2 slashes. Drop deftly parries both with her greatsword up against the axe.
Hell yeah.
And then it's the other 3. Is it 3? Okay. So- Both move in. The one only moves his movement. He can pull out one of his javelins and throw it at Godwald, though with disadvantage because he is inside its range. So the 3 does not hit. The 18 would have. Alright, as the javelin goes flying overhead of both.
Did that creature
Godwald
enter
and
my zone?
Taliesin. Phew. Oh, he did, yeah. So what happens to him when he comes into your swirling blue dragon's area?
Whiz
Yeah.
save.
With
15.
save? Alright, this is +0. Fails.
Do I get crit damage?
Do you get crit damage on his saving throws? You don't do crits on saving throws. You do not want to live in a world where I do crits on saving throws against you guys.
Okay, then I deal 12 radiant with my spiritual dragons.
12 radiant spiritual dragons, nice. Alright, he's gonna need a name now, because he is now 3.
And as long as they're within, their speed is halved.
Alright, so he's gonna go to the little slug icon. I know I have one, pretty sure. No? Son of a bitch. I could have sworn there was a slug. Wasn't there? There it is. Boo. Alright, and he takes 12 damage for it. It's a sizable hit as the this spirit dragon goes through the Orog, surprising him as he didn't understand the effect of what he was attacking, but he was attacking anyway. And then, yeah, that's their turns, which means it's Dars' turn. Dars, the man who runs this campground site, it has been invaded by fire giants. It's Pierre's turn, and that means it will be Taliesin next.
Well, is it Puber's or is it Darz's?
Dars' turn.
Darz's.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, they all have their own initiative.
Yeah. I'm gonna have him. You know what? He's gonna try to. How tall is this thing again? Like 8 feet tall?
8 feet up, yeah.
Oh, that's not too big. I'd like to have him try to sneak up and pull it out of the ground.
Kind of like. So if this was like a lamppost, what is he gonna like? Push it over onto the giant, try and pull it his way, try and lift it up out of the ground like a pole.
I suggest caber toss.
Yeah. Well, okay. This thing is 8 feet tall. But how big is it around?
It's made for giant's hands, so it's a rod for him, but it would be like a fence
Tree
post,
trunk?
like a fence post, maybe more for
Okay.
you guys.
Well, he doesn't want to draw attention to himself, so he's going to try to pull it away from the giant.
Okay. I mean, it is sitting in the ground. He can do that with a successful strength or athletics check.
Does he have athletics?
Everybody
Nope.
has athletics. If it's not there, then you just roll strength.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, because you know with the NPCs, you just run.
If they're not trained,
Understood.
then treat them as not proficient and roll an ability check.
Okay. Oh, he's actually stronger than I thought. He's got a 15 strength.
Oh, all right. So if he gets a 15, what he
With-
does is he kind of, as he goes to yank it out of the ground, he loosens it, and
It
it
says
kind of
17 total.
It's had his modifier as a +2.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. He basically, as it goes to pull it up, it starts like leaning back due to its weight. Upon closer inspection, and Mars might understand this, it's made of adamantite. So it's heavy and valuable. It's covered in runes in a language that I don't think Nars understands. But as he's able to lift it up out of the ground, and then it kind of goes and tilts over on his shoulder. So now it's kind of like on his shoulder, and it's sort of upended. But he has opportunity. He could drag it if he wanted. He's not really carrying it. He's dragging it.
Okay. How far do you think he could get dragging it?
What's his
Cut
remaining
cut
move?
his-
Well, he
cut his
moved about
in half.
10 feet, so he could probably move another 10 feet.
Yeah.
So-
he's got 20 left
Let's move it.
from him, not the rod. The rod, he picked it up, so.
Let's go here. It's gonna. Oh, wrong. Is there a hotkey for that?
Probably.
Like to switch between.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what he's gonna do. Is he's gonna try to drag it away, maybe try to sneak away from this situation.
Kind of. That's too big.
As the divining rod is pulled from the soil.
Right. I only wanted to make it that big, roughly, and then yeah, it is with Nars as he's dragging it this direction. Ha! All right. Is there anything left with his turn, or Taliesin?
What? Is that the end of his turn?
I think so. Taliesin, go ahead.
Okay.
Movement, action,
So-
movement. Yeah.
So Taliesin, seeing that the giant that is running in front of him is headed towards the other one, is going to try to move. See, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 5, 30. Get over here.
Hops that
Um,
fence cost you an extra 5.
Yeah, that's why I said 5,
Okay,
10, 15. So I can only get here. That way I can see what the hell's going on. Guessing that this Fireboy is going to come crashing through at any moment. Although I will... What can I see from here?
I think it's the
Let's see.
5th turn too, so I don't know how many turns you've got on that spell you're concentrating on.
Call lightning. 10 minutes.
100.
Nice. Nice. Yeah, well, you don't gotta worry about that. As long as you concentrate.
Let's see. Can I see Darathra and over there and them as well? Would I be able to see them from over there?
Ah, what did I just do?
They are.
Okay, sorry, I just clicked all over there.
They're 90 feet from me.
Yeah, you could have gotten eyes on them while you're the fence.
I want to try and help them out and call lightning on. Oh shit! I can't do that. That'll hit all of them. Never mind. Yeah, I mean, these little fire boys are a problem, but
Well, there's
Okay.
a bunch from here.
I know. So he's feared. This guy is feared. If I hit, I can't see the little squares. Okay, here we go. Are these guys all alive? All of these dudes? Yeah. So if I hit right here, that should hit this one and hit. Wait, if I hit right here,
Yes.
that'll hit the giant, this dude, and the guy. It'll hit the orc.
In what area?
It's a 5-foot radius. So if I hit right here, that'll hit all 3 of them. Yeah.
And then
it
move that
would-
one square down.
Yeah.
That's what he's asking for.
So it would hit all 3.
Yeah, sure. You guys are gonna die anyways. Go ahead. What do we do?
We're gonna die.
I
mean-
give you all sorts of free hits. These giants have not even noticed you guys yet. Like, they're not even looking in your direction, except for Bear. So you're gonna die. I'm joking.
Yeah.
Bad joke.
I
Obviously.
mean, I've already rolled.
yeah, but yeah,
I've already
that's-
rolled a new character in case I do die. So.
I have several.
Alright,
All
so-
right. So
Back
they have
up
to
to
make dex saves.
Okay, dex saves.
So you spend your action on this
For-
spell-like ability, and each creature in that
So-
zone makes their save separately.
First one's a -1. Second one's a +1. Third one's a +2.
So the orc though is also slowed. Does that have any effect on him?
Ask Godwald.
My zone does not have an effect on his saving throws.
Okay.
-1. +1. -2.
All right. So one of
So
them.
First one fails. Second one
Yeah.
makes it. Second one fail. Third one fails.
Mhm.
Okay, so
I don't-
the giant failed.
Yep.
What did you say about the Orog? Did that affect him at all?
It does not
No.
affect the saving throw.
The deck save. Okay. All right, and then the mag failed. So
All right. So give me some good ones. Oh hell yeah! 24 damage to the
that's
giant and the magman, and then the orc dude takes half that.
In
Alright,
magical
close.
lightning.
Yeah.
nice. Alright,
Let's see here.
24, and then in half for one of them. All right,
As a huge lightning bolt just strikes the ground right there.
it's awesome.
Edge on a zone.
And then,
The cloud that has been ominously building for about half a minute
Yeah.
clearly is reaching
Right.
A very serious.
Yeah, it's the only thing that would happen to him other than that.
Right. Magman 4 takes half of it was 12. All right.
Creature resistant to magical lightning would take 12 on a fail.
Well, the one that passed.
The pass would
Takes
take a
12.
12.
Right. So, and he's got a number now. Oh, he had a number.
This is orc number 3.
Orog 3 takes his 12 damage. The Magaman 4 takes his 24 and explodes in a gout of flame in the circle around him, which is just shy of missing the Orog. Does hit his immune friend next to him.
They can't cascade.
No, I can't. That would be fun.
It's
I'd
worth
be
a
into
try.
it. Yeah, I'd be into it. It'd be alright. Alright, yeah. Okay, so that was your lightning cast.
Yeah. So
You could give
think that's the
either
only
side a totem
as a bonus action.
as your class feature.
Class
Give me
feature
it.
bonus action, summon totem.
Give me a bear, give your bear a hawk
Totem,
if you want.
totem.
Spirit totem. I guess I can do that.
Your call.
Let's see here. What I can't remember what everything does. Let's see.
The bear's tanky, the hawk is advantage sometimes, and the unicorn doesn't have to be a unicorn, and it makes me heal better, and you heal better.
So
And
I'm
bear
up,
at this point heal better.
Oh yeah, that's true.
so I'm up after Taliesin and his NPC, but then following that will be Pubear.
So I will cast.
Gonna step away for just a second.
Let's see. What kind of aura is this? How big is this?
It's not concentration, is it?
No.
Cool.
A 30-foot radius.
Centered on.
I can cast it up to 60 feet away from me. So I'm gonna cast a big
Azita
old
has some bruises.
bear here. Let's see. That should hit all of you guys. If I put him if I put a bear right here, that'll add a 30-foot aura. And what that does is that gives you guys temporary hit points, 5 plus my druid level, so 10 extra hit points.
Where are you putting it?
Right here. Shit. Hang on.
Two
Right
to
here.
Here?
Yeah.
And it has an aura.
It has a
Yeah.
30-foot radius aura.
That affects all of us, so it might need to be its own effect sticker.
So it's right there. Yeah. And so basically everyone there has 10 extra hit points. And you have advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws.
Okay, I let Taliesin control it so he and I can see the. But I will tell you that Novak, Azita, and Pubear, you all. And I don't know, maybe Nars?
Nars is
Uh,
also in it. This dude?
Yeah,
it,
it's
it depends on if you call them allies, I think, in the wording. if I
each
remember
creature
right.
of your choice when the spirit
Yeah.
appears.
Yeah, so anybody that isn't a fire giant or on fire or an orc is somebody who I'm allowing it to affect.
Okay. I like
So you
it.
pick
Yeah,
all
so
4.
everybody respected, and they all get a strength bonus or ability check bonus.
So they get 10 temporary hit points, and then they also have advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws.
Okay. All right. You're probably gonna have to remind somebody of that when their turn comes. But then it's Drothra's turn. It's your movement action bonus action.
So Drothra is going to attack. She's going to be very upset that Fohammer's gone down, and she's going to attack this guy again. Multi-attack.
Okay.
So Please hit. That is a +5, so 16. Don't think that hits.
Unfortunately not.
All right, well that's a 24. So that hits.
24.
The one that he hit or the other one?
The one this one.
Okay,
Orag 2? That's Orag
I
1,
think
Orag
that's the-
2.
that's the
I
one that he
think-
hit.
Yeah, I think that's the one he hit.
It is. You're attacking the injured one. What's the damage?
2d6 plus 3.
Oh, come on.
11.
All right. It definitely injures him. He looks like he now has 2 significant wounds. If a similar wound were to hit him, I think maybe
She's just
all that hardened battle knowledge she understands. One more good hit might bring him down. It's got to be
She's-
a good one.
she's just slashing into him and also screaming at him like very angrily for knocking down her friend.
You know what? As her
Would you
mighty
like to
scream
rage?
goes up, as her mighty scream comes up, try to. Nah, I was gonna say I don't know what her abilities are. So try an intimidation, but well,
I mean, maybe. She's pretty
she-
fucking strong.
Is she proficient in
we
it?
did call it that charisma checks were allowable with the interaction, right? I mean, it goes the same way with them against you.
Sure. I mean, she can try to intimidate them. She has a +2 to it.
Give me a
Like, she
charisma
just
check
fucking
versus-
hurt him a lot.
Yeah. He's taken 2 serious hits.
9. I think, well, his friend's there with him, and they just took down one of her friends, so. Not that
What is
intimidating.
the save be? Well, I mean, I just do it against its passive. That would be 10. Probably, if I'm calculating that right off his score. So no, it doesn't. But you know, she's in there. She's mad. She's raging. All right. Pubert, in front of you stands a massive fire giant who has come here, and after briefly charging through much of the fences in town and destruction in the path that follows him, has come to this spot, chuckled, laughed, seen you, looked at you, the frightened look in his eyes, brings the great axe up, swings it down. You're like, no, this shouldn't happen. This can't happen. And he slams it into the ground, into the spot next to you. Brings up and again a second hit with its great axe, slamming into the ground of the next. You see he's actually carving like hack marks into the ground, and chunks of earth are going flying off to each side. Make me a dexterity saving throw from earth that heads your direction.
Dodge.
And boom. 7.
You are covered in the dirt and earth that is up from the ground. Man, was it raining recently? I don't
Do you
think it's
get-
too muddy.
Do you get your
Maybe
feet
I'll-
bonus?
So, only if it's an evasion. If it's a dex roll, that's one thing, but I get a shield master only if it's evasion. And if a shield could technically be used to protect me from it.
Can you
Sure.
explain it to me real quick?
Well, no, that to answer Oz's question, I don't think it would apply in this one. If an effect allows half damage on a success, you can use your reaction to take no damage.
No, the one above that.
Protection.
This isn't damage. Just a ton of earth and dirt comes up and hits you. Just kind of a little like distracting piece. It was really unexpected because you didn't think he was gonna swing, but really it's just this earth that comes slaps you up in the face. It's rude.
Oh.
Never mind.
Well, excuse me.
This is charging you now.
That'll be my battle cry. Well, excuse me.
So now he's made these 2 very large kind of gouges in the earth in front of him. Let's see if I can select them. Nope, map's too big. There they are. And move them to second there. Slam, slashing earth up in front of him.
Wait,
And
That's 2 slashes.
the one that's scared of P-Bear is attacking him?
Not attacking. Not even
Not
interacting
attacking.
with him.
Oh, well,
Didn't
okay.
even care.
Yep, didn't even. He's digging in the earth and the dirt. Now, the second fire giant is inside your circle, and it's starting its turn, so it needs to make a wisdom save.
So before the save, it gets the snail.
Oh, so its movement's cut. Okay, while it's
There's
in
no
there.
save on the snail.
Before the save, it gets the snail. That's classic saying.
We will all remember.
Okay.
Yeah, I
And
don't
then
think
it makes the
No,
and then
I
it makes
would've
the
forgotten.
save.
Okay, and now it's going to attempt to make a wisdom save on a +1. 13
That is a fail.
fails, so it takes
I deal
damage.
16 in radiant from my spiritual dragons to this creature
Damn.
at the start of its turn.
Why do I feel like with a name like Spiritual Dragons, that should be part of like these things have to be in neon, and it's got to be from like an '80s music video.
I instantly thought
Oh,
Blue
yeah.
Eyes White Dragon.
I thought Hanzo. I choose you.
A little of both. A little bit of both.
Alright. Alright, well, taking its damage and seeing this, it screams out.
I don't understand.
I don't know, did everyone check all their NPCs to see if they had giant?
Urgula knows giant.
Urgula does, I remember that.
Carolyn
Stars
does not
only.
and could not hear anyway.
Narth does not.
Yeah.
Dars definitely
Hopefully
does
there's-
not.
Okay. It screams out something indeterminate.
I did not cast comprehend languages before breakfast today.
And you say its movement is half while 10. $20. And then dashing
loses-
with the remaining movement.
It loses the snail as soon as it leaves my area.
Goodbye, snail. So then, yeah, dashing 20 is 20 as it just decimates the cart that it's crashing through and the fence and everything around it in the area.
So everything it stepped on
Is it-
becomes flat.
Yes. And I will scribble in the appropriate place.
Yeah, I think it was just that much offense.
Crushes the fence and just steps right onto the caravan, kind of crunches it up in its foot, goes wrapping around it as it's sort of standing there. Oh, scored! Oh, scored! The Magman. Alright, moving now, and then it's going to be Bear, followed by Azita. So, zoom out a bit so I can see all of them. 1 magnet down, 2 magnets, 3 magnets. Once it goes into the circle, does it gain the slow?
I would resolve the spell's effects when it moves into the square that's part of my circle.
Okay. So it goes 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to come in.
And on the square that it comes in, I get to roll my damage.
Alright, do it.
And I need the save.
Wisdom save. Sorry, I was working the others. This is +0.
That's a fail. I deal 16 radiant damage to it while it's on the square where it entered the circle.
Magman 5 explodes in a fiery circle.
But it does so here.
Around you and the Orong. Oh, once it enters it? Not what
Yes.
its movement is?
So
Fair.
here.
Yep.
So not me, please.
So he pops up the Orog. He dies. And Orog needs to make a dex save. Over 11. Does not make it. And he takes fire damage from the exploding. 2d6. Takes 4 fire damage. On number 3. Alright, the others. Seeing the dragons attacking all their allies and decide to choose another target. Hey, wait a minute. Too many things with too many different movement speeds.
Up. One back. That fence part is still intact.
No, it's not. Right here, isn't?
What about here? Oh, that's not fence. Never mind.
Mm.
And so that guy saw the explosion.
That's who Lum did. Anyways, it was what time?
And the circle is a visible effect.
I was chased in. Alright. The others, farther north, having started their fires, move in. I need a toggle between snap to center and select. Someone tell me what the select tool toggle is, and someone tell me what snap to center is, and I'll love you forever.
It says select tool, Control S.
Control S. March on fire. How about snap to center? Alright, let's do the closest ones first. That one ran in, so here are these guys. Starts a fire. Starts a fire.
Hmm.
Alright, Magnum's chains. They have
Oh.
moved. They have started fires. Ah!
All it says is drag tokens by holding Alt to ignore snapping.
Oh, while holding Alt?
To ignore snapping.
Oh, okay. So I still gotta select the snap tool. Fine. But, some of these fires do, after this much time passing, do expand. Buildings aren't, like, the most flammable thing on the planet, but they are flammable. Orthiver's harness shop and the talking troll seem to go up in flames. This tree is now burning. The fence pieces really are kind of moving along. We're part of the fence and leaving scorched fence behind. And this color is going to be scorched fence. Alright, so that brings us to Puber's turn. Then it'll be Azita, then Godwall. So keep them in mind.
All right, so
Your spell is still definitely clicking, but it didn't seem to care, like something mattered more. Plus, you feel the
Yes.
strength of the bear.
so I'm going to go full force, and if he doesn't care about me, then I'm going to
You can't do any more smites with your fear up, but you can do a class feature smite.
Let him do his thing, or ask if you could make a suggestion. That was very polite of you earlier, Chris. I really, really appreciated that. Can I make an out-of-character suggestion? That was primo. That was...
Yeah, this is one of. I'm sorry, guys. I just had a like I had what I had picked out, and then it's like, wait a minute. Last minute, I could make a different change here. Oh, it doesn't really do any.
Jerk. If you refresh, I loved it so much I gave you inspiration. I'm sorry, PPR. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Okay. Yeah, that's all right. So I'm gonna do what I was gonna do for before. So I'm actually gonna take 2 swings at this guy. I'm gonna keep the effect going on him for now.
Okay.
Oh shit! Ignore that, please. I was gonna add. Where'd my advanced dice roller go? You said I have strength of the bear as well.
Yes.
But it does not affect attacks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, with the first one with my sword, a mighty 12. I'm assuming that doesn't hit.
12 does not hit.
Oh, okay. And then the second swing, 24.
24 does.
All right, and then very carefully. Fuck it. And I'm sorry. What does strength of the bear add to attacks?
Not to
Uh,
attacks.
No, just
Oh.
saving throws. And
Oh,
then
saving throws.
you
My
get
bad.
Strength
10 temporary
checks.
hit points,
Yeah.
and then it basically gives you like a beefed down version of rage.
Gotcha. So,
Down.
beefed out. The lean, the white
the
meat of
lean.
beefy.
Yeah.
A lean rage. All right.
All right, so 8 damage there.
In magical slashing.
8 magical slashing damage.
Cut.
Yeah.
Try to hold the line
hit him.
here.
You hit him. He seems to be.
Look.
When you do hit him, he looks at you. Face. Just having trouble kind of looking back at his intended.
Oh, I would also like to try my shield master shove.
Yes.
You're going to shove him into me? Okay.
I'm gonna.
Come on, let's try it.
Oh, I don't
Wait.
think it's gonna work.
Aren't
What
those
if you-
contested strength though?
As a shove, you
Yeah.
both roll athletics, and you get advantage from strength of the bear.
Yeah,
Are
you get
trying
an
to push
advantage
them
with
one
it.
square back, or
Alright.
knock them down.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna try to
let's do it.
knock him down. Knock his ass down.
All right. You want to roll first? Do you want me to roll first? Or do you want to
And-
roll one, then I roll one, then you roll one?
And they
Let's-
get disadvantage from fear.
Let's do that. Yeah, I
All
like that.
Oh, okay. So we'll do both. You do one, I'll do one, you do one.
Man, my athletics is insane.
It's your class skill.
All right, so 14 for me.
All right. Disadvantage first roll. Oh,
Damn.
that is a 12. So then you want to try and. Nice.
Oh,
And if I get lower than 12. Oh yeah.
damn.
Nice.
So,
So I guess I'll just kind of like pop my shield sideways, bash into his knee, trying to knock him prone.
You use a snow speeder thing.
yeah, you definitely. I know. I love that. I love that. You prepare. You come up and he's this first hit that hit him, and he's and you can tell that he can't help but look at you. He just wants to ignore you and do it. And as you come into the shield bash on the kneecap, boom, drops him down, and it knocks him prone. Right?
Yep.
Nice. There's his tiny little
Ah.
prone.
Bink.
All right. And just like the female chanted, "Oscoit," He turns back. Ildman! You can tell they are.
Intimate.
Good
They're,
push.
Yeah, that's clutch. It's awesome. All right, so is that Azita's turn?
I think so.
All
Unless
right.
you bears doing anything else.
Nope, that's it for me.
Okay, Azita's going to start her turn with bonus. Like, getting well, I'll leave that because I had to roll that anyways. But Azita being really irritated that, like, these things just refuse to acknowledge her, even now that she's, like, half their size, she's going to go into rage.
All right. Rage.
If you want, I could go ahead and re-roll that, or I could keep it.
What is it? That's your 8
Yeah.
on your ASO? That's
Yeah,
it.
it's
Yeah,
just-
that's for your
okay.
magical rage thing.
So, a beam of brilliant light lances. Oh, this is what happened last time. Oh no, I'm sorry, Pew Bear.
What?
What happens?
Oh my
Read it,
god,
read
give
it.
me 1 second. This other channel is going nuts and it won't let me read this part of it. Oh my god. Mute.
You can do it.
There. Okay, a beam of brilliant light lances from your chest in a 5-foot wide, 60-foot long line. Each creature of the line must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or take 2d8 radiant damage and be blinded until the start of my next turn.
5 foot wide, 60 feet long.
Let me double check. Yes.
All right. Is that where you're from? Centered off your chest?
Yep.
Is that where you're aiming
mean-
it? Does it say? Say the direction you're facing?
From your chest. So it just says from my chest.
Maybe they'll fix that when it stops being an Arched Arcana.
Yeah, right.
Each creature in the
Okay.
line. Yeah.
I mean,
Alright,
I'm
so-
assuming you can aim it, considering if you know you're doing it. You
I
can kind
don't
of.
know though. It's wild magic barbarian.
Oh.
it just
I don't know the
happens.
effects. It just happens.
So you're hitting Pew Bear.
Yep. Unless you can make a con
Wild
save.
magic. Aren't you glad that the hat and your armor stopped being magic? Wild magic.
No.
All right. Well, so Constitution saving throws.
Yep.
I need to make it with disadvantage, which means I am at a 1 plus 10.
Disadvantage?
It's ability check, right?
It's a
Or no,
save.
saving throw. Okay.
So
Yeah.
take the
Well,
first
which one
die.
landed- Which one landed first? The 7 landed first, so that's a 17.
Pretty sure I gotta figure out what my spell DC is on this.
It's above the table.
Yeah, I should be there no matter what. Yours is
8 plus
Oh, wait.
my 3, that's 11, plus my con of 2, that would be a 13, is what you would need to beat.
well, the giant passes it.
Wait, how does the giant pass it?
The
You
giant
got
got
a 7 plus
17.
10.
Ooh. And am I rolling at disadvantage as well, or is that because he's?
Oh, no, he didn't roll with disadvantage. That would have been an 11.
Oh.
So yeah,
So you
bear
succeed as
passes
well.
yeah, you succeed as well. So no, it's just a big beam of light that like woo! Magic girl powers activate.
Flashed and definitely might turn around now.
There's a beam of light. The outfit
Um,
changes, but she's still really angry.
Yep, that's basically. I'm just really, really angry. And then I'll use both of my actions to attack with
Use
my
your-
radiant greatsword.
Use your action to multi-attack with Radiant Greatsword. All
I
right.
get an additional 1d4 from the enlargement on all my damage, plus my plus 2d2 with rage. So,
Okay, so you're gonna do lots of extra damage if you hit.
and let's see here. Radiant. Oh, and I get advantage because he's up prone. Nat 20 on the first one.
Oh, nice. Oh my god. All the
All the dice.
And
all
then,
the dice.
All
get
the
knocked
dice.
out. Yeah, that's awesome.
And then this is the second attack before I do all this damage. Does an 18 hit?
An 18 just hits. It's just enough to get through the armor.
Okay, so this this is for the first attack.
grows up. Pick on somebody your own size. Look.
So this is the first attack. That's 7 plus 2 for rage is 9, plus another D4.
So this part after the
10,
first
that's
hit,
11.
first hit is your damage. So we get that total of 9 plus
The
6
D4.
plus 6 plus 4 because of the crit.
Yes.
That's 25.
And then a D4 for my
25?
enlarged weapon.
No, I added that in, but that's 25 in one hit.
Yep. Now on to the next hit. Right?
Alright. Yeah. Damage. This one's not crit, but damage.
9 damage. Plus a D4. Of 4. So 9 plus 2, 11. Plus that 4 is
9 plus 2, 11. 9, 2 plus 3 plus 4 is 9, plus the D4.
the
Oh,
9
is that
plus
just-
the D. Okay. You have to remember, because I'm in rage, I get a plus 2 on all attack melee. That's not factored into this.
Okay, so
So
15.
the 9. So the 9 plus the 4 is 13. So yeah, 15 there.
Okay. Alright.
So that's what? How much damage total?
42.
Both of the giants are starting to show some they've their armor being cracked and hit through, enough little crossbow bolts sticking out of the places where they're vulnerable. They seem finally now injured. This one especially finally seems injured and maybe regrets ignoring you.
All right, that's bonus action. That's that. Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Alright. So then the next turn
Yes.
was Godwald, followed by Garland, which means Godwald's the next two, and then Narth. So whoever's got Narth's up after Godwald's.
Okay, so that guy's there. Just like that. Bonus action moves the sword one. Not that. This 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's crawling along.
Movement 1.
What is it to summon the spiritual weapon?
Second level spell slot,
Oh, okay.
so I don't want to get rid of it yet.
Right, yeah. I was like, what would it cost you to resummon it? Anyway, sorry.
2, 3, 4. And with the bodies, that's probably a full move.
And your movement isn't affected by it. That's nice.
No, I'm not hostile to me.
Alright.
At least not in
in this
public.
moment.
Suddenly I'm thinking, like, how can a player hostile against themselves? There must be a...
I
Anyways.
believe me.
Confusion.
Right, I'm sure there's some way. Anyways. Irrelevant. So you move into here?
With the bodies, that's probably just all 30 feet. And I guess
Yeah, you kind of had to get over the corpses of those horse-sized creatures and their riders.
main attack. I guess I'll just toll it on number 3 here.
Alright. Wisdom save from the Orong. +0. 10 fails, right?
A 10 fails.
Alright, how much damage to Orog 3? He was damaged before, so it's the D12.
That much.
I'm looking.
That's a lot.
Oh, he gets 2d12 now. Oh, because you're
Yes, it's very.
nice.
Xanathar's guide helps everyone.
Yeah. 19. All right. This Orog, as your spirit dragon passes through it once again, it's too much for its mind to take psychic damage, right? The magical attack on its psyche can't handle it.
So
Falls over dead, blood pouring out its eyes, mouth.
an exercise in contrasts. Radiant from the dragons, necrotic from the bells. The two mix. It's not good. Never seen that in practice though before. I'll have to write that down.
You did note that the damage Azita did was all radiant damage, correct?
And magic.
Yes.
Okay.
You guys noticed that radiant damage didn't seem to have any extra effect on anyone, but it hurts them for sure.
All right. God
We're
won't
making sure
passes.
it's that half damage.
And does Foehammer get saving throws or die like an NPC?
He gets saving throws. Important NPC that you're controlling right now, so give me his first.
That's
2 successes!
actually. I looked it up.
Damn.
That's how it. They've changed it. I didn't read
What?
the fine print for 5th edition. It's
Okay.
different than I thought it was. Before it was 2 successes. Now, and you can say that we don't use this, but it's
They
heal
pop up with
for
1
1
HP.
point.
Yeah.
Oh,
They
yeah!
pop up with 1 HP, I'm pretty sure is how it works now.
Yeah,
That is, yeah.
yeah, so Garland's back up with 1.
And I think that throws happen at the end of the turn, so please mark him as prone, and there's nothing else this
Mm.
turn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, nice job. Nice. Bowhammer refuses to die. That's wonderful. Alright, now it's Narth's turn, then it'll be Jerk. That's Zeta. You controlling Narth.
My bad.
And then it's Jerk.
That's completely on me. I gotta get to that side of the
I'm
map.
gonna have to get going after my turn.
So we're gonna end on Jerk's turn.
When is the end of the round?
We are... If we are at Narth's, we are mid-round.
Narth will once again shoot his hand crossbow. Trying to be all flashy like, cause you know.
It's a fine crossbow. It doesn't do any more damage, but it's gilded.
I'm saying he himself is trying to like snap angles, like
Oh, no,
making
yeah.
sure he's looking good while he's shooting his crossbow.
Okay.
That's why they're all freaking missing horribly. He's more focused on looking like a badass than he is
Than
like,
actually being one.
yeah, than actually being a badass.
Firing from the hip only works in the movies.
He's gonna be like telling everybody about how awesome he was during this whole battle.
Yeah, it totally is.
Yeah. All right. Well then, do we want to end on?
Do we want
Do
to
we want
start?
to end on Jerk, or do we want to? Like, if he has to leave, the stream will end, but we could do another round. It's up to you guys.
I mean, I'm good with pausing for now. Like,
Mhm.
picking
Yeah,
up
Jerk's
with
turn.
Jerk next week.
Okay.
So.
If you want, I mean, don't have to. We could go through one more round till we get to him, and we could stop there, because it does take us a while to get through a round.
You know what? I'm down for that if that's all right.
I'm down for that.
Yeah.
That'd be my vote if we have a vote.
I'm up for that.
Okay. Is that cool by you, Jerk? Mind if we go around while you're not here?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay. And then when we come
Oh.
back, when we come back next time, we'll start on your turn. So we'll get through one more round. But this is your turn right now, so.
I thought it was who was up before me.
Narth and
Alright.
he already went. He's too busy looking flashy to land his hits.
Oh, okay, so he just missed.
Narth
Oh,
Brook.
he's consistently missed every shot.
No, I know. I just.
Okay.
Plink, 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 plink. Just keeps hitting the plate armor. Like, why won't this crossbow bolt go through that massive plate armor?
But
I
I'm
mean-
looking sexy while doing it.
He made many attacks, some of which almost didn't fail.
I feel like Narth Brooks has missed the shot quite a few times.
Okay, heavy
Aw.
crossbow.
Whoa!
Damn, hell yeah.
You didn't say who you were attacking, and I should tell you that that doesn't work, but I can't let a nat 20 slide, so.
Giant.
Did you? It looks like you moved to
giant?
get.
This the giant that I have in range. This one.
They're both in range, but okay. The one closest to you.
Yep.
Alright.
Now what do I
Nat
roll
20.
for? a
Just
nat
regular
20?
damage, and then you add max damage to it.
Yeah.
So roll what the sheet says, and you can figure it out from there.
Oh, there's no allies within 5 feet.
No, there aren't. 1d10 plus 4.
I'll be back in 1 quick minute.
So 7
Alright.
damage.
17 with the crit.
Okay, 17 damage then.
So this crossbow bolt goes out, flying across into, like, the back of her neck. And this heavy
Yay!
crossbow bolt goes, God! Ah, skirt!
All right, and
I
then
have no idea what that means.
Jerk ends his turn, and Urgula is going to take 2 shots on the same giant.
Okay.
I think it's 3. 3. There we go. She misses that one.
She missed the first one.
Uh, 16.
Bounces off the plate armor.
She misses that one too then.
Nope.
And yeah, she's just gonna keep her dogs away from the giant. So
Okay.
that ends our turns.
All right.
So I am going to say goodnight to the internet. Good night, internet. They're gonna
Good
keep.
Night, internet.
They're gonna keep.
Good night,
playing.
internet.
Bye.
So we'll get a
Alright.
recap on what we miss next time on
And the most
2-Bit D&D.